In the top stories, police treating death of Oswald Elliott as suspected suicide. Prime Minister Drew offers condolences to Guyana, and cataract surgeries underway at JNF General Hospital. The details on these stories and more after the break. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. The police are now investigating the sudden death of former teacher Oswald Elliott as a suspected suicide. According to a police report, an assistance request was made on Tuesday around 9 a.m. at Mr. Elliott's residence on Nevis Street, St. Kitts. Upon entry, emergency services found Mr. Elliott inside and unresponsive. He was pronounced deceased at the scene by the district medical officer. An investigation into the cause of death will be conducted. The police force has expressed deepest condolences to friends, family members, and all others who have been negatively impacted by Mr. Elliott's sudden departure. Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew has extended sympathy to the government and people of Guyana following the deadly fire at the Madia Secondary School. In a statement issued on Monday, Prime Minister Drew said, quote, "It is difficult to express the deep sadness felt to learn of the disastrous fire that occurred at the Madia Secondary School's female dormitory. The fire broke out just after midnight on Monday, engulfing the secondary school dormitory and trapping students. At least 19 children died in the fire." Dr. Drew said, quote, "The void left by the 19 lives lost in the fire will ripple from immediate family and close friends to the wider community and the whole Guyanese citizenry, the effects of which may never be fully understood," end quote. The Prime Minister extended prayers and condolences to the families and friends of the deceased, saying, quote, "The government of St. Kitts and Nevis offers sincerest condolences to the families and friends of the victims and to the government and people of Guyana. We also pray that their families and friends would find some measure of comfort at this most difficult time," end quote. The management of the Josephine France General Hospital has announced the successful completion of 2 cataract surgeries on Tuesday, signaling what's being called a long-awaited resumption of eye surgeries at our largest health institution. According to a statement, this achievement represents a significant step towards alleviating the burden on our healthcare system and addressing the sizable waiting which currently stands at over 200 individuals. Ophthalmologist Dr. Alina Crespo led the surgical team that performed these procedures. The statement said her expertise, coupled with the state-of-the-art tools now available at the Josephine France General Hospital, ensured seamless and successful procedures for both patients, and positive outcomes are expected in both cases. Dr. Crespo was assisted by nurse Delisha Gordon. JNF Hospital management also stated that the successful completion of these 2 cataract surgeries is a testament to the commitment, expertise, and collaborative efforts of the entire JNF General Hospital team. The Health Ministry said they will continue to make significant strides in improving healthcare delivery and enhancing the lives of patients. On Wednesday morning, Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew visited the Dean Glassford Primary School for one of the activities to mark the 50th anniversary celebrations of the TDC group of companies. Over the course of several weeks, TDC has been hosting the Warren C. Tyson Memorial Scholarship School Presentation Tour, and Wednesday's stop was the Dean Glassford Primary School. The purpose of the visits is to inspire grades 5 and 6 students to aspire to attain the Warren C. Tyson Memorial Scholarship. The scholarship is geared towards assisting its secondary school recipients with school supplies and also exposes them to on-the-job training through the attached internship program. Prime Minister Drew is one of the past recipients, and he and the others have joined in to spread the word about the scholarships and encourage potential recipients. The Warren C. Tyson Memorial Scholarship is in its 42nd year of service to the academic advancement of students. After the break, Minister of Education provides an update on Edgar T. Morris renovations, and Minister Henderson represents St. Kitts and Nevis at ILO meeting in Guyana. Stay with us. Welcome back. Minister of Education Honorable Jeffrey Hanley provided an update to Cabinet on the ongoing work to renovate the Edgar T. Morris Primary School for the official merger with the Estridge Primary School. This was highlighted by Cabinet Secretary Dr. Marcus Natta during the most recent post-Cabinet media briefing. He stated that Minister Hanley said roof and fencing rehabilitation as well as carpentry work will be done in preparation for the opening of the new school year in September. Dr. Natta added that the minister also outlined the benefits that will be derived from the refurbishment of the school.
Dr. Hanley noted that the refurbishments will enable the Edgar T. Morris Primary to improve school safety and security measures in keeping with the National Safe School Program coordinated by the Ministry of Education with support from the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, CDEMA.
Other matters discussed during the Cabinet meeting were the approval of the legislative enactment of Smoking Designated Areas Bill 2023 and the legislative proposal Proceeds of Crime Amendment Act 2023. Minister of Employment and Labor Honorable Masha Henderson is currently attending the 12th Sub-Regional International Labor Organization ILO meeting of Caribbean Labor Ministers in Georgetown, Guyana. The meeting, being held under the theme Social Justice, the Foundation for Sustainable Caribbean Transformation, will address global, regional, and national actions required to accelerate the mainstreaming of social justice for transformative socio-economic development in the current multi-crisis context. Minister Henderson is accompanied by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Employment and Labor, Denise Daniel. The 12th Sub-Regional ILO meeting of Caribbean Labor Ministers, which is taking place from May 23rd to 25th, is hosted by the International Labor Organization through its Decent Work Team and Office for the Caribbean in collaboration with the Ministry of Labor in Guyana. The Ministry of Health says one of the major initiatives it will be undertaking in the coming months is the implementation of the HATS initiative. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Sharon Archibald, District Medical Officer, Dr. Kalia Kananier, Director of Health Promotion Unit, Dr. Marissa Carty, and in-country representative for the Pan American Health Organization, Anique Wilson, attended the HATS in the Americas Initiative workshop in St. Lucia from May 15th to 19th. The workshop was entitled Improving CVD Clinical Management and NCD Surveillance in the Context of COVID-19 through HATS Implementation, Lessons Learned and Plan for Scale-Up. The objective of the workshop was to improve knowledge and demonstrate cardiovascular risk management and discuss best practices shared for improved implementation in the Caribbean. Dr. Sharon Archibald stated, quote, "Coming out of this workshop, we will be able to implement standardized treatment protocols to guide the early detection and treatment of cardiovascular diseases. The rollout of the online and in-country training sessions on the clinical pathway will be spearheaded by Dr. Kananier." The government's Seniors Day program continues to engage older persons in East Bastille, St. Peter's, and St. Paul's communities, offering what's being called rewarding experiences that make retirement more enjoyable. For the past 6 weeks, the seniors have engaged in art classes, learning to draw and paint, and making origami flowers. Each senior used their flowers in designing Mother's Day cards. Vereline Edwards of Stapleton Village said that she is having fun in the program, working with others, sharing stories, and making new memories. She recalled the previous weeks making a kite and going out to fly it as part of the program's inaugural activity.
We had fun because my kite went up and it went out and it stuck in a tree. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was good.
Minister of State responsible for aging, Honorable Iseline Phillip, dropped in on the seniors at St. Peter's on Tuesday to get a first-hand account of the positive stories from the program. The seniors gifted her an abstract portrait of herself taken from the program's launch on March 21st. Each senior in the St. Peter's group had a task in producing the paint and mixed media portrait, which involved drawing, shading, and painting.
I was very impressed to see one of the collective artwork pieces that they did, which is a painting of myself. So I'm very impressed with that. And then they've also been doing some other individual arts and crafts and like painting and drawings with making cards and some, paper art. So that's actually been very impressive too. So it's a really good way to keep our older persons engaged, and they're also very creative.
Participant Winston Walwyn was assigned to work on the face section of the portrait of Minister Phillip. He said that he was extremely proud of the masterpiece created and the teamwork that produced it.
It's encourages and just show people, no matter how old you are, right? As long as you try, you can do something beneficial.
He encouraged other seniors in the community to take part in the Seniors Day program.